Let me tell you something most men don't realize until it's way too late. She needs you more than you'll ever need her. That's not arrogance. That's not disrespect. It's the truth about power in relationships. And if you don't understand this truth, you'll spend your life chasing, begging, and shrinking yourself to fit into her world, instead of building your own. Society won't tell you this. Your favorite movies won't show you this. And most of your friends, they've been programmed to believe the opposite, that you, the man, are lucky to have her, that without her, your life is incomplete. This is one of the biggest lies ever sold to men. Here's the real truth. Women are naturally attracted to power. Not just money, but your ability to lead, to walk away if needed, and to stand firm in who you are. The second you believe you need her more than she needs you, you lose all of that power. You become replaceable. But flip that mindset. Realize you are the prize, the foundation, the one who builds, protects, and provides direction. Suddenly, everything changes. You no longer chase because you understand she is drawn to your energy, not the other way around. You no longer fear losing her because you know you are complete with or without her. Some people will call this toxic. They'll say you're arrogant, bitter, or controlling. That's because they don't want you to know the truth. A confident man who knows his worth is the hardest man to manipulate. And in a world where weak men are easier to control, that kind of power scares people. This isn't about disrespecting women. It's about knowing your value as a man and never forgetting that a high-value man with purpose will always be in demand. Women want to follow a man like that. It's in their nature. So before you watch another video telling you to prove yourself to her, stop. Flip the script. You are the one she needs to impress. This video is going to show you exactly why that's true and how to make sure you never forget it again. Men build worlds, women move into them. This is the first truth most men were never told. A man builds the world and a woman moves into it. This has been true since the beginning of time. Men created kingdoms, built empires, invented technology, fought wars, and shaped society. Women didn't chase those men for love. They chased them because those men built something worth stepping into. Now fast forward to today, it's no different. The modern man is still judged by what he can build, whether it's a career, a mindset, or a lifestyle. And the harsh reality? Women don't fall in love with men. They fall in love with the world those men create. The problem is, weak men have forgotten this. They think relationships are 50-50, like two people building a castle brick by brick. That sounds cute, but it's not how attraction works. Women want to step into a world that's already moving, a world with direction, purpose, and clear leadership. Here's what happens when you forget this truth. You stop building your world and instead, you start trying to move into hers. You become the man following her dreams, adjusting your life to match hers, and losing yourself in the process. And the moment that happens, her respect for you dies. Because deep down, she knows you're no longer a builder. Think about this. A man who owns a thriving business, travels when he wants, keeps his body sharp, and has a clear mission. That man doesn't need a woman to complete him, but a woman. She wants to be part of a man's life like that. She wants to step into that world and add to it. Now look at the man who sits around waiting for love, texting "Good morning, beautiful" 12 times a day, and asking her, "What do you want to do today?" That's the man who's moving into her world, and that's the man she will leave the moment she finds a real builder. If you want power in relationships, focus less on getting her and more on building your world so well, she wants to join it. When you understand this, you'll see why she needs you more than you need her. Need versus want, the secret she hopes you never learn. There's a dangerous secret in relationships that most men never figure out. Women need men, but men only want women. And the difference between need and want is what separates a powerful man from a desperate one. Let's break it down in the simplest way possible. A man who wants a woman might enjoy her company, love her energy, and even picture a future with her. But his survival, his success, his purpose, none of that depends on her. A man wants a woman, but his life still moves forward with or without her. Now flip that around. A woman doesn't just want a man, she needs him. Not in a shallow way, but in a biological and emotional way that's been hardwired into her for thousands of years. Women need strong men for protection, direction, and leadership. Even the most independent woman, deep down, craves a man who can hold the frame, make decisions, and create a sense of safety she could never create for herself. This is nature talking, not opinions. The problem is, modern dating has flipped the script. Men are being told that they are the ones who need to prove their worth. They're told to chase, to be romantic, to bend over backwards to show they are good enough. That's a trap, because the second you act like you need her, you become weaker in her eyes. Now let's make this real. Imagine two men. One man texts her all day, asks how her day is going, and constantly tries to impress her. He's showing neediness, which reads as weakness. The second man? He's focused on his work, his hobbies, his gym routine, and his life mission. He checks in with her when he feels like it. Not because he has to, but because he wants to. Who do you think she respects more? Who excites her more? It's always the man who wants her but never needs her. When you understand this secret, need destroys attraction, but want creates it. You unlock a power most men will never have. She needs your strength, your leadership, your protection. But you can want her, appreciate her, enjoy her, but you never need her. The one who chases first loses power forever. Every man knows this feeling. You meet a woman you really like, and suddenly you're the one texting first, planning everything, trying to impress her, and making sure she knows you're interested. It feels normal, right? After all, that's what men are told. If you like her, show her. But here's the ugly truth nobody tells you. The second you start chasing, you hand over all your power. And once that power's gone, you almost never get it back. Why? Because women are wired to test for strength. Not physical strength, but emotional strength. When you chase her, you're telling her, without saying it, that she's more valuable than you. You're showing her that you see her as the prize, and you're willing to leave your own frame just to get her attention. And here's where it gets brutal. Women don't respect men who chase. It might feel cute in the moment, but deep down, she loses a little bit of attraction every time you make her feel like you're trying too hard. Men can relate to this. Think about when someone tries too hard to be your friend. They laugh at all your jokes, agree with everything you say, and always want to hang out. It feels off, right? It's the same in dating, except with women, it kills attraction 10 times faster. The strongest men, the ones women fantasize about, never chase first. They pull her into their world by being so focused on their life that she has to step closer to get his attention. That's power. That's respect. Men who chase think they're showing interest. But what they're really showing is they've already lost the frame. And once you lose the frame, you become easy to predict, easy to control, and easy to replace. This isn't about playing games or being cold. It's about understanding that the one who values themselves the most always holds the power. So the next time you feel that urge to chase, to prove yourself, to make her like you, stop. The moment you chase, you've already put yourself below her. Real power is in making her chase you, and that only happens when you know your own worth. Respect comes from strength, not love. Too many men are out here begging for love, thinking love is the key to a happy relationship. Let me be brutally honest with you. Love alone means nothing if she doesn't respect you. And respect, that only comes from strength, not muscles, not money. Strength of character. Strength means you know who you are. You know what you stand for, and you're not afraid to walk away if someone disrespects you, even if you love her. This is where a lot of men are completely lost today. They think if they're nice enough, caring enough, and emotionally open enough, they'll earn her love, and love will turn into respect. But that's not how women work. In reality, the softer you become, the faster her respect fades. Let's be clear. This doesn't mean you should be cold or abusive, but it does mean you need to stop acting like a doormat just because you want to prove you care. Caring is fine, but only if you care about yourself first. If you've ever wondered why some women seem to respect the man who doesn't chase her, doesn't explain himself, and doesn't tolerate drama, while they walk all over the man who constantly shows love, here's the answer. Respect comes from strength, not affection. A woman can love a man and still cheat on him, disrespect him, or lose attraction for him. But a woman who respects a man, she checks herself before she raises her voice, before she causes unnecessary problems, and before she thinks about stepping out, because she knows this man has boundaries and self-respect. Men need to wake up. You are not on this planet to beg for love like a starving puppy. You are here to build a life you're proud of. And then, if a woman wants to join, fine. But she joins on your terms because you respect yourself first. When you carry yourself with strength, love comes naturally. When you chase love, you lose strength, and that's when respect dies. So stop asking, how can I make her love me? And start asking, how can I become a man I respect first? Because once you respect yourself, she has no choice but to respect you too. Walk away power. Why it makes you irresistible. If there's one skill every man needs in relationships, it's walk away power. Nothing makes you more attractive, more respected, and more in control than the ability to leave at any time. Not because you want to, but because you can. Most men have no walk away power at all. They're so afraid of losing her. They tolerate disrespect, mind games, and constant testing. All because they think staying is the only way to save the relationship. Let me tell you something. The man who can't walk away loses every time. Women test men, not because they're evil, but because they have to know if you're strong enough. And every time you fold, beg, explain yourself, or chase after her when she pulls away, you're teaching her one thing: this man is weak. But when you have walk-away power, you flip the script. You show her you're not desperate. You show her you're the prize because your life is already full, with or without her. And that confidence, it's magnetic. Why? Because women crave the feeling of being with a man who doesn't need her approval to survive. A man like that triggers something deep inside her: respect, admiration, even obsession. Here's where men need to be honest with themselves. Ask yourself, if she disrespected you today, would you actually walk away? Or would you make excuses and try to win her back? If the answer is the second one, you're already losing. Because the moment a woman senses you can't leave, you lose all power. She knows you need her more than she needs you. And attraction dies instantly. Walk-away power isn't about being rude or cold. It's about knowing deep in your bones that you'll be fine with or without her. It's about respecting yourself so much that staying in a bad situation feels impossible. And here's the secret most men will never understand. The more willing you are to walk away, the less she'll want to let you go. Because deep down, women know a man with options, with standards, and with self-respect is the hardest man to replace. That's power. That's control. That's what makes her need you more than you'll ever need her. At the end of the day, relationships are not about who loves more. They're about who holds the power. And power comes from one thing: knowing your worth and never forgetting it. She needs you more than you'll ever need her. If you're a man who builds his own world, knows his own value, and isn't afraid to walk away, most men lose because they chase love instead of respecting themselves first. But the men who win, they understand this simple truth: you are the prize, and the moment you forget that, you lose everything. Build your world, hold your frame, own your power, and watch how she follows your lead every single time.